Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to yet another video. In this video I am going to talk about my absolute favorite go-to lens, which is Sigma 18-35mm F1.8. If you own a APS-C crop sensor body, oh man, you must have this lens. Why? You are going to find out in this video. But before that, if you are new to this channel, hey, I am Lipu. I review tech and camera gears and as well as create content regarding photography and cinematography. If you are interested on those, consider subscribing and hit that bell notification icon. That's it, let's start the video. This is Sigma 18-35mm F1.8 HSM Art Series lens. This is the EFS version which released in 2013, almost 10 years ago. The Sigma art line was designed for optical performance and artistic expression. They want to achieve two things: soft focus with shallow depth of field. This is a mid-budget lens, if not the best lens you can have in this price point. Let's discuss about the features first, then we're going to discuss about the price and whether you should get this lens or not. So as I mentioned, this is a 18-35mm zoom lens. So it starts from 18mm and zoom all the way to 35mm. But for APS-C crop sensor body, this is equivalent of 28 to 63mm because of the crop factor of 1.6. So if you multiply the focal length with 1.6, you will get similar focal length like 28 to 63mm. It has an extremely fast aperture of f1.8 and it's a constant aperture. That means you will have a fixed aperture of f1.8 from 18mm to all the way to 35mm, which is huge for low light situation. In case some of you don't understand what that means, the lower the number is, the more open the aperture blades are, so more lights come through. That's why it's very good for low light situations. And also the lower the number means the shallower the depth of field will be, more background blur. So you can have a lower aperture for all the focal lengths this lens offers. The autofocus is extremely fast. It is a hypersonic motor, aka HSM lens, but there's a little bit of noise when it tries to focus, but it's hardly noticeable. In case of build quality, this is a tank. The lens is very heavy and that is the only downside of this lens for me. This is 810 grams and it's not weather sealed. But the mount is metal and there are some rubber protection around it. But it can handle all the weather, as I have personally used it in rain, snow, in extreme conditions. I have never faced any issues with it. Also the focus ring is very smooth. The filter thread is 72mm, so if you want to use filters with this lens, you have to use 72mm filters or you have to use step-up rings. The lens doesn't have image stabilization. There is only one switch in this lens to switch between autofocus to manual focus. By the way, you can manually focus with this lens while in autofocus mode. This is the internal zoom lens. That means the lens size is fixed. It will not extend when you zoom. The minimal focal distance of this lens is very low, which is 28 centimeters. That means you can get very close to your subjects. That is one of the reason I get this lens. And this lens is very good for photography as well. All of my best work so far came from this lens. There are mainly three reasons why I got this lens: the versatile focal length, the extremely fast aperture to get background blur, and also the minimal focal distance so that I can use this lens as a macro lens. The 18-35mm focal length is a very versatile focal length. This is the sweet spot for me. I can shoot my A roll with it, I can shoot my B roll with it as well. And the lens is very sharp. Sigma lenses are famous for its sharp images. Now the price. This lens cost around $650 to $700. You can get it cheaper for used ones. This is the best lens you can have with this price point in my opinion. And this is my absolute favorite lens. All my videos in this channel shoot with this lens. So you can check any videos in this channel as an example. I will continue to use this lens and I have no intention to change it yet. If you are thinking about getting this lens, so go ahead. You will not be disappointed with this lens. That's my guarantee. That's it for this video. If you get any value out of this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to check my other favorite lens, which I use both for photos and videos, I will add a link in the description, or check this video. I will add somewhere at the top. I still cannot figure it out which side it will appear. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.